Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Blerd Assassin Podcast. Rob, the homie Stelios.
I'm back.
Yeah, he's back.
I gotta yell because that mic is like right up on us.
It's right up on us now. Yeah, we ain't got to yell. Yeah,
okay.
we can get our fucking EPMD on and shit.
Yeah.
We know we've been gone for a while. It's been a while since we've checked in with y'all with a new episode. Fortunately, if you haven't heard, there is a pandemic going around. We were able to dodge it for quite some time, but unfortunately, me and the homie, we both fell victim to it. Now, as you know, we like to crack jokes. This is a serious thing. You know, there's been a large amount of people who have died from this, even large amount of people who have actually contracted it. So,
if you take it too serious, you're gonna hate me on here.
Yeah, you know, we're laughing at our own pain, y'all. This is what we went through.
You're not even gonna get mad at me now.
Yeah, yeah. So this is you know, our jokes on ourselves. Don't take any offense to this, but we're gonna. This is our COVID episode because we're gonna discuss on, you know, we've always expressed two different views of, you know, this COVID thing. You know, primarily we're on the same side. We believe it occurred and that it had happened, but I don't think.
Yeah, nobody's denying there's a such thing as COVID.
Right. We didn't think we would catch it.
That was for other people.
Like, bullshit. Them sick niggas.
Yeah.
You know?
I got to hear about these guys bitching about I had COVID. It was rough.
But, yeah, it did happen to us. So, yeah, we're just going to touch on a bit of what occurred during that time, man. I honestly think, you know, I caught it from you when I came to your crib, like when you first got back out of town. You know, we was drinking and kicking shit.
Always the out of town guy.
Yeah. You know, but, you know, I'm not going to place the blame. But, like, bruh, like.
I caught it from my surgeon. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught it from mine, too. So.
No, that's my word. Yeah, I caught it from my surgeon. He was supposed to do my surgery, and then he couldn't because he had COVID. And that was on Tuesday. I saw him Friday. You gave me the COVID.
Funny.
I don't know. We'll see. You're not even allowed to say nothing to him. It's written in all the little COVID laws. Like, if your doctor give it to you, well, fuck
you. You can't really.
You know, yeah. Like, what was he supposed to do? I want to ask him, like, were you vaccinated? Because I thought you had to be a doctor or a surgeon or anything in the medical.
That's the nurses. They may not be. I don't know. I don't know the laws and ins and outs.
Yeah,
and
not the guy who's going to have your body laid open right in front of him, breathing
coughing in front of him.
Yeah, not that motherfucker. Why would he need it?
He'd be sick, blowing a snot bubble in that motherfucking lung.
Dropping Jimmy Mints in my fucking thing.
Not good. But yeah, I mean, we'll discuss, you know, vaccinations here in a few. Try to squeeze that in.
We don't squeeze it in. I know y'all talking shit. I'm not vaccinated.
I'm vaccinated.
Golden boy is.
I am vaccinated. Yeah, happily. Yeah. You know, and I'm still one for everybody's rights to get vaccinated if you want to. Don't if you don't want to. Same as your mask. It's up to you. I mean, we all have a responsibility, our own responsibility within society. You know, I went and got vaccinated because I don't want to deal with it again. I didn't get an easy break like cuz. I was messed up for 3 straight weeks. I'm still kind of messed up. You know, this is why I talk like this now. This is my new real voice and shit. And
I was like Dave Chappelle of fucking dating. I just got stronger and stronger the whole time. Like, man, COVID, I can do this every weekend. I'm just playing. I know it's serious.
Nah, but no, that's it affects everybody differently. Like, I think, how'd you find out? I don't know.
I wouldn't have even gotten tested. I would never gotten tested, but I had that surgery scheduled.
Yeah.
That's like a prereq for that. So I went and got that done, and they called me the 2 days before the surgery, said, yeah, you got it. So I called them, rescheduled the surgery, and they said, we're going to do it the very next day. And I was like, whoa, so that was scared about a whole different thing. But when I got there, these motherfuckers made me put on a double mask. 2 masks, you know, because here he comes. Hey, watch out, y'all. And the nurse who I had when I went for the surgery, she came in and she asked me a couple questions, tried to fill me out, like, well, where you think you got it? Like, what'd you do that for? I'm like, I didn't try. You know, I got it from y'all fucking surgery. Yeah, but
acting like you licked the doorknob or something.
Yeah, I have to run around breathing in hard around people who look sick. Yeah, but then she said, well, are you vaxxed? And I said, no. She said, is anybody in your family vaxxed? I said, no. It's like she exhaled, like, oh, okay.
That's the reason
she didn't wear a mask anymore after that. Yeah. You know, like, they had on fucking hazard suits and shit at first, you know, like Darth Vader. And after that, she was cool. Now, I should say she also told me at one point, I really don't like wearing gloves. Are you cool with that? And I was like,
That's gross.
well, whatever. You already touching me, like, so it's a little late. But yeah, that's how she was. She told me don't get the vaccine though. She said they forced us, because to comply with HR job requirements, but I wouldn't have gotten it if I didn't have to. And she told me don't. Like, you already done got it, and you don't look sick to me. You beat it. Like, so you got natural immunity. This is what she said. She's a nurse. Now, I'm sure they're gonna call she's a hack nurse or she's a quack, but she ain't the only one to feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure they're out there. We know a nurse. We just left her house, and she ain't vaccinated, and she ain't getting vaccinated. So
I believe it's everybody's choice within, whatever. I got it because I don't want that shit again. You know what I'm saying? I didn't lose my sense of taste or sense of smell like people. That's what everybody goes to.
Yeah,
nah, fuck that. Nigga, I couldn't move.
I was cooking briskets. I was definitely tasting every time.
I was fucked up. I 3 weeks straight, I was in the bed, like temperature spiking every couple of hours. Like
the nurse we just left, she got it.
Like, bro, I couldn't. It was throwing up diarrhea. I was messed up.
She only got tested to go to a graduation, Central State's graduation, and they said, "Oh yeah, you got the COVID." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, well, my bad."
I'd much rather find out like that than with a fever.
Oh yeah.
It's with the COVID. I mean, the vaccine is everybody's choice. Like I said, it's my choice to get it because I don't want the shit again. I don't want to deal with that shit again. That was like I was close to going to the hospital with the fever. I couldn't get it under control, and it lasted like more than 2 weeks. So that was my decision, and I believe it's everybody's decision.
Like T-Mac,
I don't want to.
She got real sick. I didn't.
She got.
I don't know if she got underlying stuff. But
no, she didn't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, but I don't know. I just felt like if I was to get it, and I feel like everybody's going to get it eventually, especially since they say, it's not going at the end of this year, or like it's here to stay like it's the flu now. So everybody's going to get it. I feel like if you got something inside of you that makes you a little scared a bit of it, then you should probably get the vaccination because your health better than I do or any doctor. So I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like if it was that serious, we wouldn't be having this discussion. You would be forced to get it.
I mean, that's the last thing anybody actually wants. Somebody like me, I don't want that.
That's what they want. That's what a mandate is.
When that that's
forcing you to get it.
That's a job requirement at this point in time. We got to look at it like that. It's a job requirement.
If you want if you want to work a job,
if you want to work here,
if you want to work a job, then you need to get the vaccination.
If you want to work this specific job, I ain't got to take it from my job.
It's gonna be every job,
not mine. Not me working here.
You work at your house.
I know. But if it didn't make me, they wouldn't have made me get one. It's not going to be for every job.
Well, I don't know. You work for a company. I think you will have to get it. Oh, you already got it. It doesn't matter. Like, you already got
hypothetically speaking, at this point.
But I think the company you work for is big enough that once they start enforcing it, you will have to get it, even though you work at home. Because if you have to, for any reason, come into their office, now you can't because you don't have it and everybody else does. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are going to be, but I'm going to wait until it's absolutely it's taking food off my table before I get it because I'm immortal already. I fucking beat it. I beat it like handily. Like, oh shit, I did have it, huh? So, I mean, I think that's probably the worst thing that could happen to me because I already wasn't scared of it. And I already felt like, seriously, like they say 700,000 died, but like 700,000 out of 50 million, if you say what percentage that is, it sounds scary, and 700,000 people is a lot of people, but you got to think about the people who never even went and got tested to add to the numbers because they weren't sick. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, if it was that serious.
This is COVID math.
Yeah, it's COVID math. I'm like, okay, do this math real quick. Would you rather have COVID or herpes? And be honest with yourself because herpes is for life. COVID might kill you. Now, be honest. Which one would you rather have? And the ones who ain't lying to themselves now, you just showed how serious COVID is because you could die. 1 in X amount of million will die, but herpes is forever.
Look down at your dick and it look like a strawberry growing out the side of it.
I just had COVID. I'm telling you, you should go with that one.
You lucked up. He lucked up, y'all.
I don't know.
Like, bruh, he said, yeah, I had the chills for a couple of days. I drank some whiskey. That was good. I'm an electrician.
Bruh, shit was I'm on the Mount Rushmore of light-skinned dudes. Of course, I whooped it. All I need is a little bit of that bourbon.
I'm over there fucked up like the kidnapped dude on 7 in the bed. The little dude he stuck all the needles in. That's how I was looking in bed, fucked up, bro. Like I couldn't move
For a long time. I was calling you like, man, you still sick, bro?
I'm like, yeah.
We over here cooking, man.
I wasn't doing shit, bro. I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat shit. I'd eat like a couple crackers and maybe a piece of banana. I had some soup if I could keep that down.
I was smashed.
Bro.
I don't know.
I was fucked up.
I gained my weight back.
It affects everybody differently. And like I wouldn't wish it on. In my case, what I had on, it was from there on down. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. This motherfucker, if you get COVID, you better hope you have it like this nigga.
Man, the nurse we talking about is a diabetic. She whooped you like better than I did, and I got like a 5-month-old baby at the house. She had sniffles for a couple days. I'm like, I don't know. I got the Amish approach. Like, man, everybody's gonna get it. Suck it up. You make it or you don't.
And it really took out the old people. From what I've seen,
That's
it's really taking out the old people. In the
I'm not against it for it should be everybody's choice.
But we have to protect the elderly. The elderly are a national treasure, just like
protect
the youth.
Your damn self.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what the hell? Go get vaccinated.
And most of them have got vaccinated.
All right, well, you good. Do that. You good. That's all you can really do. Other than that, it's like, man, stop worrying about me and what I did in my house. Like, man, I don't know. The vaccination helps you keep you from dying. You did your part. I like saying don't smoke cigarettes because that shit will kill you.
Well, old people, it's like blowing a cigarette in their goddamn face. Chances of them catching it and dying, like.
Well, don't sit up under me while I'm fucking
look
blowing
at you,
them.
man.
Yeah, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Why would you sit up under a dude smoking? I wouldn't.
But you don't.
Your vaccination.
But you don't know with this. You don't know who's smoking.
You don't know who.
Everybody's possibly smoking, or just one person that you walk by, or having a conversation.
Well, no, that's why you get your vaccination. It's like stepping away from the smokers. Now they can't hurt you.
Nah, there's still a chance you can get that shit, bro. Like I don't think
exactly.
that. I refuse to believe that vaccination.
Yeah, exactly.
I refuse to believe the vaccination is all be all.
Die.
Yeah.
It decreases your chances.
It's with the underlying issues.
Decrease your chances. You don't fucking worry about my chances. Is all I'm saying. Like,
that's the whole thing. Yeah. It's a freedom of choice.
But they got mandates coming though, and there ain't no choice.
But right now the mandates are just strictly for a job requirement. Like okay,
just a job requirement.
Your boy Kyrie. That's a job requirement.
Right.
Nobody's forcing him to get that, but it's
Kyrie
a job
requirement. $90 million in the bank though.
He can just leave
so
off.
It's not about his livelihood now.
No,
he got livelihood for some time to come.
Yeah.
When you talking about people who live check to check, and you say we're gonna cut your check off if you don't do what we say, then that is you don't have no choice. You did take their choice away. Feed your family or do what we say.
It's a job requirement. It's a job requirement.
You're right, and
that's the job.
The same any company with over 100 people. So I mean.
So if we're talking about
70% of jobs, nigga.
If we're talking about the health field, we're talking about the health field. All right, said like I said it 5 times before we even started this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't believe you.
But with the mandate and the people that it's frontline workers, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, who are in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? You're in the medical field, like there's a chance you could actually contract it and die from it also. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but it's a job requirement.
I never rolled with Kyrie on anything before because he's
a flat earther.
He's not my kind of guy. Yeah, and he's like kind of sensitive, but him, Floyd backed him up. I'm like, damn, maybe I'm on the wrong side because Floyd is a great boxer, and I'll leave it at that. But
he's a Midwest boy. Come on, man.
I never roll with them dudes on anything, but they right on this. Like, man, don't worry about what I'm doing over here. Like, get your vaccination. Just like wear your damn mask. Like, damn, why you the mask police? How do you have enough time to breathe in that mask and talk shit to everybody else?
This is true. You can't be a Nazi about it. You can't be a fascist about it. I think proper education on.
That's what a mandate is. It's been a Nazi.
No, it's still a job requirement. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be the same as. Now, mind you, because we had a discussion.
Millions of people who, if you take their job away, they can't provide for the family no more. So that's it. And 99% of them are just gonna go ahead and do it because they're not gonna look at your son.
Majority
and say,
of it's state
though.
though.
With Kyrie on this, man.
Majority of it's state and location. You can find a job in that field.
No, bro. It's a national mandate.
Not yet.
Joe came on and said, Yeah, they're implementing
They're,
it, but
they're
it's
trying to implement. I mean, so it's not here yet, though.
and
Right now,
unless
it's,
the court stops it, it's a reality.
that's a
It
state
just
thing,
hasn't
though,
happened.
man. I don't think they could do that nationally. That's a state thing.
He just came on TV and did it,
Man, who? Joe Biden?
Joe did. Yeah, you know, the boss, Big Joe. He came on TV.
Hey, you asked him if he said it right now. He probably forgot about it, man. Like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I wouldn't say
Hopefully.
that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like, I don't like. It's.
They're firing
They're,
people
they're
now.
attempting to implement it. I don't think they're going to get enough votes for that. If you vote on that, that's one of those things they're going to be. They're going to split. They're going to do
There's
the
no
split.
vote. He said it, so it is. He runs
Come on, man.
What?
That's not how the
That's
country works.
that's exactly what he came on TV and did. And now they're going to challenge it in court. But as of now, until the court say no, he's going to give them a date, and he wants you to comply by this date, and that's what it is. He's talking to the Department of Labor and to OSHA and them. Yes,
He's
runs all
talking
that.
to them?
He runs all that. He's the boss of all. He's the man, bruh. He's the boss of the executive branch.
Man,
they
he
run
can't-
that shit.
We'll see how that
It's
plays
like
out, man. I want to see how that
executive
plays
order.
out.
Like I said it, so that's what it is.
We're going to see how that plays out, man.
All right, yeah, I hope. Trust me. I hope they tell him, man, what are you out of your mind?
Because
Like when they
it's
said-
not going to get to the point where
The
it's a vacuum.
CDC came out and told everybody you ain't allowed to evict nobody. What? Because you said so? Why? So that's what the court said. Like, no, you don't have that power. Hopefully they tell Biden the same thing. But by then, how many people will have already had to take a vaccine they didn't want to? Like, I think that's really what it's about. He knows it's gonna fucking be shot down. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get X amount of million people to do it.
Correct.
I don't know. It's just they don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me
And
what
that's
to
how a
do.
lot of people feel. You know what I'm saying? It's government involvement. You know.
They're already talking about boosters. They want you to get another. So really, some of these people walking around talking about I got my jab. How long ago, motherfucker? Because they ain't honoring it no more. Like, I don't know. It's like a silly reason to be divided about what somebody else is shooting into their arm. Like, man, you get the flu every year too. Ain't nobody riding me about no flu vaccine.
No, this wasn't no flu what I caught, bro. I done did the flu.
That sound like a real
multiple
tough-ass
times,
flu
bro.
you just talked about.
Like it's the worst flu ever, nigga. Like I can, like what I went through. I understand how people die from
Worst
that
flu
shit,
ever?
bro. Yeah, I ain't never had the flu that long.
And in
that
response,
bad.
you ain't got the vaccine,
Hell yeah.
which was your choice.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at you for it.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just
we
saying,
agree.
so-
We agree there.
Yeah.
It's everybody's choice. It should be everybody's choice. Should be everybody's choice unless it's a job requirement, and that job is your choice as well. I don't feel for like that's your job. I don't. If I disagree with a job requirement, I'm not
his
gonna do
job like 23 years.
it. Retire.
You can't retire after 23 years.
Yeah, you
dude.
can.
What
You
kind
do.
of jobs you talking about, man?
Military.
I gotta have. Military.
Nah, there's plenty of shit you could retire off
Military.
for 20 years, man. But nah, I mean, well,
Nah,
what is it? That's
it's
a
not.
2 minute. It's 2 minute warning, man.
2-minute warning.
Yeah, like, so we're gonna wrap this up because we ain't gonna drag her out for full
Don't
half
lie.
an hour.
You would rather have COVID than herpes.
Everybody
So
would,
it's not
man.
that damn serious.
Everybody would, except for some
Would
niggas.
you rather have
family
Ebola
mem-
or herpes? All right, then. We just drew the fucking line. Ebola is a serious thing. You need to be scared of that shit.
That's
COVID,
two extremes, bro.
And COVID, not so much. You know.
Come on, bro.
Anytime you would risk this extreme death disease, you would risk getting that because you know you got this other shit for life, but it ain't gonna kill you. It will never, ever. Nobody's ever died from herpes. You're just gonna be embarrassed every now and then. And they're like, "Fuck that embarrassment. I'm gonna go with this fucking COVID." Like, don't lie to
This is an
yourself.
Ebola vaccine.
Don't lie to yourself. You chose COVID.
You can beat
Yes,
Ebola.
You did.
You can beat
But
Ebola. You can beat it. I
What?
can beat it.
Who could beat it? Man.
It's a vaccine for Ebola.
And I would gladly take it. We don't have any problems there. I will take the Ebola vaccine. Sign me up. I'm not taking the COVID. It's not that
Jesus
serious.
Christ.
It's not that serious. 700,000 sounds like a huge number. It is a big number. I wish I had
Huge
$700,000.
fucking number.
But out of 700 million, I don't know.
Hey, it's everybody's choice. That's one thing. That's what we definitely agree on. Like I went
But
through
it ain't your choice
some of the
no
worst
more.
of it.
When you
Depending
tell
on your
somebody
job.
you can't put the food on the table, the average man, a reasonable man is gonna go ahead and take that shot and roll the dice. Hopefully it don't do nothing to me, and they did disrespect me and take away my choice. But I also gotta.
So you think
bills.
as a union worker they can make y'all take the shots?
I think we're gonna be the last of the last because they still want shit built. And if you saw our vaccination percentage, like union workers, they tried in the beginning to tell us we would take off your restrictions for your mask and all that. If you can just bring in your vax thing, and if we can get to 70%, I think was the number. It was like 26%. They said, fuck it. Like, they stopped even asking for it. They said, you know what, we're going to do it. Don't ask, don't tell policy. And assume that anybody who's not wearing a mask now is vaccinated. Well, come on.
Y'all
that
union
means everybody
protected.
took their mask off.
Anybody with a union actually fighting for them, where they actually have a voice that's heard, could fight that off.
Yeah,
That
see, we
can't
got
be mandated.
bargaining
Like,
agreements, and
the blue collar
what
workers
they're
run
gonna
this
do-
country like that.
what they're
That
gonna
could
do
never
is
be nationally
They're
mandated.
going to approach it as a safety matter, and safety don't have to be collectively bargained.
That's the
Safety
OSHA
is
shit that
safety,
you're talking
yeah.
about?
So they're going to say it's a safety issue for you to be here unvaccinated. That's how they're going to play it. Well, and you can't argue with that. And in the end, if
That's gonna take years, bro.
I ain't Kyrie, so I will take the shot.
That will take
eventually.
years. That's not gonna happen anytime soon, man.
Man, they did put out a vaccine that take 10 years and 18 months. So they don't really give a fuck about procedure or, it's a reason we have this procedure in place. No, they're like, no, but right now we can make that money. So there's no way they're going to produce X amount of vaccines and then tell us that you have your choice to take them when it's going to cost all that money. Like, we're going to fucking make this money back. Like, how much money you think?
They definitely made their money back already.
Pfizer made already. Like, it's in the billions. I mean, it's like
trillions.
Yeah, I'm just off of the vaccine. Off of the vaccine. It made a lot of money already. So they're like, look, you told us to make all these things, to mix all this shit up. You're gonna make sure we sell it. And especially when you tell people your vaccination is only good for 15 months or whatever they're gonna find, whatever the final number is they're gonna say. Then you need some boosters or you need to get revaccinated. Man, that's a good little racket. But I know you're not allowed to say that kind of shit.
It's definitely racket.
We'll be spreading misinformation.
We'll see what happens. It's not going to be nationally mandated. It's not going to be like the
won't be?
polio
Man, I
vaccine.
hope you're right.
Little kids ain't going to be getting it to go to school. The kids are not going to be getting
approved for like 5 to 12
that you're okay to get it. It's still a choice. It's like the flu vaccine.
Your choice is go to school or get the vaccine.
It's not.
You got a choice right now with MMR. You ain't got to get that shit. I mean, but why wouldn't you? Because we talking about smallpox and shit like that. See, would you rather have herpes or smallpox? I will take the herpes over the smallpox.
I'll take the smallpox. It's a vaccine. You can cure that nowadays.
Okay, let's pretend it wasn't. Let's pretend you weren't an idiot and you didn't dodge your smallpox vaccination and you ended up with it one day. But you think that they got medicine that will bring you back. You think that little COVID you had was rough? Imagine having smallpox for like 3 days.
You're right.
Exactly. So we got smallpox beats herpes too. But you know what hasn't beat herpes yet? The COVID. I will take the COVID. Give it to me.
Man.
I'll go through 6 COVIDs before I do for everyone. Everyone bout with a risky chick.
Bruh, you can't like you're not the standard.
I am.
You're not the standard, bro. With that, bro.
Shit.
Nah, bro. Like you got off easy, bro.
Everybody in my family did. Damn. Like, we got some good genes floating around, man.
Nah, none of them niggas get off 3 days like you, nigga. Who else got off 3 days?
Tasha never ever had.
Tasha never got it. I'm talking about any of your brothers that caught it.
No, all my brothers and shit, they're all super vaccinated. They looking at me shaking the head like, this guy. It's always got to be him. It's always got to be him.
Never.
My whole family though, my immediate family.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Your brother? Are they immediate? They used to be when we was little. Now they're not.
Anyway, that's that nuclear family that we like.
Yeah, my nuclear shit. Yeah. They he never had that problem. Well, my immediate family, none of them are vaccinated, and I'm sure that shit ran all through our house, right? Because I was walking around, doing me. So I don't see how you.
Well, the way they explain it, they're either asymptomatic or the little kids.
Asymptomatic is really like, man.
Or maybe the little kids is just fucking immune.
But I mean, and the percentage of people who are gonna be asymptomatic is so high. That's why it's really hard to take this serious. Plus, if it was an Ebola outbreak like this, we shutting everything the fuck down. Don't nobody come outside or be shooting you. It'd be like that. With this, they was like, target workers are essential workers. Get the fuck out of here. Come on. Like, they never shut it down. They didn't care. It was always like, we got to keep the machine going, keep the money flowing. So if it's only on that level of seriousness, then don't talk to me about no mandate. Like, Joe Biden,
that's why it's not going to pass, man. It's not going to pass.
I think he blew it. He's like, he just guaranteed, like, they could run a fucking lunchbox against you.
This is the new they're coming to get my guns. This is what the mandate is, the new they're coming to get my guns, man. Come on, man.
I hope you right about that. I really do. I can't see me falling for something like that, but the motherfucker came on TV.
Man.
He came on TV because you can use that every year. We coming to get your guns every time there's election. This one with a mandate, like, nah, you ain't gonna be able to do it because the courts already said you can't do it. That's what we waiting on, a decision. Like, can Joe Biden tell me to get a shot?
He can't.
Well, he's trying to.
He's not, he's saying that to appease whatever fucking political.
Who the hell is that appeasing?
Somebody.
Somebody's championing
Somebody's,
that.
it's
right
plenty
on,
people
Joseph.
championing. Yeah, people championing the fuck out of that. But yeah, make a decision. Get your shot if you don't want. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Wear your gloves if you got them. Wear your mask if you want. Yeah, luckily him. Eat your vitamins. Take better care of we need to take better care of ourselves in general as people. Yes.
I got a 5-month-old.
I hope anybody that gets COVID gets it like this guy. Like, you don't want what I have.
No, I think if you know you got an underlying thing, you should fucking get that shot. Definitely. If you know you 100 years old, get that shot. Even though Michael's grandma just got COVID too and whooped it. I don't know. But I think if something about you is like, shit, I might die because of, or just, man, that sounds scary, then go get the shot. But don't talk to me about it. I'm immortal of COVID.
Gliding like I'm a roller skater with dudes who work Section 8. While y'all love me, just work the block off a minimum wage. But if you was smart, you knock off your boss and get you a raise. So fire away, here come the heavyweights with the Mo-Dog stats batch. But I ain't Lorenz Tate. In fact, I'm a wolf that run with the pack up in the middle of the woods. Even pumping